Every moment offers us a choice, a moment to stay as we are or a moment to step into something greater. Our habits are the gentle streams that carve the landscape of our lives. When we begin to nurture our habits consciously, we begin to shape a future not by chance, but by design. Today, let us explore how upgrading our habits leads us toward a future of clarity, peace, and purpose. Our lives are shaped not by singular moments of brilliance, but by the quiet rhythm of daily habits. Each action we take, each small decision we make, adds up to create the path we walk every day. Think of your habits as the foundation stones of a vast temple, each one carefully placed, supporting the whole structure of your life. When these stones are strong and thoughtfully arranged, they create stability, resilience, and beauty. When neglected, they can cause cracks, instability, and collapse. This is why the habits we nurture are so important. They are not merely routines or automatic behaviors. They are the energetic currents that guide the direction of our lives. The morning rituals, the way we respond to stress, the moments when we choose kindness over impatience. All of these, repeated consistently, build the architecture of who we become. It is through these seemingly small actions that our future is quietly molded. You may wonder, how can such simple, everyday things have such power? The answer lies in the nature of growth itself. Like a river carving a canyon over centuries, our habits slowly shape the landscape of our inner and outer worlds. The power is subtle, often unnoticed in the moment, but undeniable over time. When you embrace the practice of upgrading your habits, you are essentially tending to the garden of your life. You pull out the weeds of distraction, plant seeds of intention, and water them with patience. This process requires gentle attention and care, not harsh judgment. It is not about perfection or rushing toward change, but about honoring where you are while gently moving toward where you want to be. When you understand that your habits are the foundation of your life's path, you see the importance of each choice you make, each breath, each step, each thought. Your daily habits become the sacred rituals that carry you toward your highest potential. Let this awareness guide you with kindness and confidence, knowing that by nurturing your habits, you are quietly, profoundly shaping the future you desire. Upgrade your habits, and your future will follow.
Before we can begin to change anything, we must first become aware. Awareness is the gentle light that shines softly in the corners of our minds and hearts, revealing what has long been hidden in the shadows. It is not about judging ourselves or feeling discouraged by what we discover. Rather, it is about seeing clearly with kindness and curiosity. When we pause to observe our habits, those automatic patterns that often go unnoticed, we invite a new level of understanding into our lives. This awareness is the beginning of transformation. Often, we move through our days on autopilot, repeating actions that no longer serve us or that may even harm our well-being. Without awareness, these habits continue unchallenged, shaping our future without our conscious consent. But when we become present to what we do, how we think, and how we feel, we reclaim the power to choose differently. Awareness opens the door to freedom. It allows us to step back and witness the ways we nurture ourselves and the ways we may unknowingly hold ourselves back. This process is delicate. We are not here to criticize or force change. We are here to observe with compassion and clarity. Imagine sitting quietly by a still lake, watching the reflections ripple gently with each passing breeze. Our thoughts and behaviors are like those reflections, sometimes clear, sometimes distorted. Awareness teaches us to watch without attachment, without rushing to react, simply witnessing what is. From this place of calm observation, change can arise naturally, rooted in understanding rather than resistance. The more we practice this gentle awareness, the more it becomes a habit itself, an inner space where we can pause, breathe, and respond rather than react. It empowers us to see which habits align with our true values, and which no longer serve the life we wish to create. This clarity is the foundation for intentional growth and transformation. Let awareness be your first step. When you see yourself clearly, without judgment, you open the door to meaningful change and invite your future to unfold with grace. Awareness is the first step to transformation. Change does not rush in with sudden force. It often arrives quietly through the steady rhythm of small, consistent actions. When we think about upgrading our habits, it can feel overwhelming to imagine transforming our entire lives all at once. But true growth happens in the gentle accumulation of many tiny steps, each one building on the last. This is the beauty of patience and persistence. They allow us to cultivate lasting change without strain or struggle. Consider the way a tree grows. It does not shoot up overnight, but stretches toward the sky inch by inch, season by season. Its roots deepen slowly beneath the earth, anchoring it firmly in place. Our habits are much like these roots and branches. Each small positive action we repeat becomes a root, strengthening our foundation, and each mindful choice is a branch that reaches toward a fuller, more vibrant life. The power of these small steps lies in their ability to become part of us, woven seamlessly into the fabric of our daily lives. Instead of forcing ourselves into dramatic transformations, we nurture one habit at a time, perhaps waking a few minutes earlier, choosing nourishing food, or practicing gratitude in moments of stress. These habits, though seemingly simple, create a ripple effect that touches every part of our existence. Consistency is the quiet force that turns effort into ease. When we return to our chosen habits day after day, we build momentum, and what once felt difficult begins to feel natural. This steady progress is an act of self-love, a gentle promise we make to ourselves that we are worth the time and care it takes to grow. It is also an invitation to trust the process, knowing that meaningful change unfolds over time. In embracing small, consistent actions, we free ourselves from the pressure to be perfect or to rush. Instead, we step into a rhythm of mindful growth where each moment is an opportunity to upgrade ourselves a little more, moving gracefully toward the future we desire. Remember, consistent, small actions build lasting change. Every choice we make in this moment is a seed planted in the fertile soil of our future. Our habits are those seeds, quietly taking root and growing into the reality we will live tomorrow. Sometimes, it's easy to forget how much power lies in the present, how the actions we take today shape not only our days, but the very trajectory of our lives. When we begin to understand this, we start to see our future not as something distant or out of reach, but as something unfolding right here, right now, through the small, intentional acts we choose each day. When you nurture habits that align with your deepest values, whether it's kindness, health, creativity, or presence, you begin to build a life that reflects those values more clearly. It's like painting a picture, stroke by stroke, where each habit adds color and texture to the masterpiece of your life. The future becomes a reflection of the care and attention you give to your habits today. This understanding invites us to be present with our choices, recognizing their ripple effect. When you choose patience instead of frustration, compassion instead of judgment, or stillness instead of distraction, you are watering the seeds of a future filled with peace and fulfillment. The power of these moments lies not in their grandeur, but in their consistency. It's in the daily tending that the strongest, most beautiful garden grows. Our future is not a far-off dream, but the natural outcome of the habits we cultivate in the present. This realization brings with it a gentle encouragement to be mindful and intentional with how we live our days. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment or a sudden breakthrough, we can begin now with what we have right where we are. By choosing habits that support your well-being and growth, you invite your future to blossom in harmony with your highest self. Trust that each small, thoughtful action plants a seed of transformation that will bloom in time. Your future blossoms from present choices. Take a moment now to breathe deeply and embrace the power you hold. The path to your future is quietly unfolding beneath your feet, shaped by the habits you nurture today. With each mindful choice, you step closer to a life of harmony and purpose. Trust in your ability to upgrade your habits, and in doing so, upgrade your future. One gentle breath, one conscious action at a time.